Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Jess Burton, and today we're at Staff Sergeant Christopher Piper Field on the campus of Marblehead High School as the Magicians field hockey team takes on their rival, the Swampscott Big Blue. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV, and stay tuned to the end of the game for the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. These two teams meeting for the second time this season. Swampscott victorious in the first meeting by way of shutout, 5-0. And the Magicians are no stranger to being shut out this season. Unfortunately for the Magicians, their season has not gone the way they had hoped under first-year head coach Mia Macario. They are just 3-9, and they have lost 7 of their 9 games with 0 on the scoreboard. They are coming off a loss in which they did score against Masco, a 3-1 loss after losing to the Chieftains 6-0 earlier in the season. And Coach Macario said that her team played the best game of the season up until this point. So hopefully they can build on that this afternoon against the Big Blue and the second matchup with their rivals. We're getting ready to go here. 15 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. Referee gives a thumbs up to the goalkeepers. We'll introduce them in just a minute. And Lucy Brown gets us started here today. Swampscott will control the opening possession in front of their goalie, Lila Kaplan, a sophomore. In net for the Magicians is Maggie Bouchane. She has started every game for the Magicians so far this season. Looking to pick up a win here and hoping to pick up a win over the Big Blue. The Big Blue come into the game with a 7-5-1 record. They have had a roller coaster type season. They started the year with 5 wins. The 5th of those, the 5-0 win over the Magicians over at Bloxage Field. As this ball gets through, it'll be played by the defense for the Magicians. That's one of their captains, Meg McGuire. And then after the win against the Magicians, they lost 5 straight games. Something that the Magicians have also done this season. They lost 5 straight after winning their opener, and they are in jeopardy of losing their 5th straight again here this afternoon. For the Big Blue, since the 5-win, 5-loss record, they have won 2 and tied 1 in their most recent 3 games. Two of the 3 Magicians wins this season have been over Peabody. They have shut out the Tanners twice, 3-0 in their opener and 6-0 here at home on September 29th. We had one of their wins covered the game prior to the home game against Peabody. They played Saugus right here, and they won 1-0 over the Sachems. So we lucked out getting to cover a win. Hopefully we get 2 of them here, because we just covered their game against Gloucester, in which they lost 9-0. The Fishermen outscoring the Magicians 17-0 this year in the 2 meetings between the 2 teams. Gloucester is an absolute powerhouse this year. They are ranked number 6 right now in Division 3. But the Big Blue, with those 5 early wins, set the tone and got up into the top of Division 3 themselves early on in the season. Here's a chance for them to score minutes in, and they do. It is Sawyer Gruthius who puts it in for the first goal of the afternoon. The Big Blue lead 1-0. The Big Blue are ranked 9th in Division 3 right now in the top 10, again because of the hot start. And a hot start today. Under 3 minutes into the game, they already lead it. This is Sophia Ciciotti. Turn towards the sideline. Kept in by the Big Blue. It finds Brown. Now to Gruthius. Slaps a pass back to the top of the semicircle. The shot is taken by Coco Clopton, and it goes wide. Restart gets beyond midfield, but Swampscott takes it from there. It's tough to hear the whistle across the way. We got freshman and JV volleyball going on behind us. Couple fouls there on Marblehead. Some space for Gruthius to work with on the restart. He steps back in on it. Finds space to shoot. Pops up off the body of Sarah Gorham. Now Brown out in front. She's double teamed. Ball above the head of Ciciotti. She knocks it down. Whistle stops play. And Swampscott will have it. First penalty corner of the game for Swampscott. Maisie Russo comes up to take it. Out to Brown. Leaves it for Gruthius. The shot goes out of bounds, and it will be the Magician's ball. Well defended corner by Marblehead. Again, Gorham's restart is possessed by the Big Blue. Marblehead can't get anything started. Here's a chance for them. Pass gets to just beneath the 40-yard line. Race to it. Won by Clopton. She's challenged at midfield by Samantha Cooper. The referee makes a call from about 30 yards away. Gives the ball to Swampscott. Knocked down by Cooper. The Magicians will set this one up. This is Ava Salem. Salem takes a big whack. Got some of the turf. The ball doesn't go very far. It ends up with Gruthius. His pass behind Quagrello. Gruthius runs it down. Contact on Gruthius while he was carrying the ball. It'll be another penalty corner. Russo gets a signal, puts it up top. Ball bounces off Gruthius' stick. Tough play. He recovers. They play it down to the goal line, and Russo can't slam it home. Gets past her and out of bounds, and the Magicians will have it. Swampscott gets right back on top of Bouchane. The defense helps her out, but the Magicians need to clear. Carlin stops it before the sideline. Ciciotti's shot was blocked by McGuire, but a whistle will help out Swampscott. Russo will set up another penalty corner. Clopton takes a shot. Bouchane's down on the turf, but still able to make the save. And they kick it out. But Swampscott's going to get another chance. Great effort by Bouchane. Brown trying to work away off the defender, gets a shot away. Loose out in front, kicked at by Bouchane. Still loose. Maggie gets her toe on it again, kicks it away from Ciciotti. And the Magicians will have it. The Magicians goalie standing strong for those two penalty corners. Keeping this a 0-0 game. Over halfway through the first quarter. Swampscott back on the attack. And a whistle comes. Another one for the Big Blue. And let's see how many more of these Marblehead can withstand. I said scoreless game. It is not. Sawyer Groothius scored earlier in the 3 minutes in. So Swampscott trying to add to their lead. Nice defensive play by the Magicians, poking it away from Groothius. They can't get it past midfield. That might help. Avery Black got tripped up. She'll restart. Takes a hard slap at the ball, but they weren't ready yet because a green card's being assessed to Coco Clopton for Swampscott. Referee John LeQuinn goes over to talk to head coach Courtney Russo about what Clopton did to deserve the green card. Clopton with her palms up, doesn't really understand, but she'll be out for a minute. Too much contact against Ava Salem, trying to get that pass. That rolls past Bouchane, but out of bounds. That was close. Touched last by the Magicians. Big Blue will take it out to the 25. Groothius starts there. His pass out of reach for Puzo. Marblehead takes over. That was Megan Barron who got a stick on it, enough to stop the ball. Played by Brown, on net, off the post. Stays in play. Groothius takes a shot, and it rolls out of bounds off the stick of Ciciotti. Illegal restart. Good play by Black. The whistle turns the ball back over to Marblehead. Let the Big Blue get it right back. The Magicians having trouble stringing passes together. Black, too much contact on Quagliarello. It's Clopton back in there after committing the penalty. The ball breaks through to the other side. Shot goes wide from Puzo. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. The Magicians would love to get to the first break. Only down one. Swampscott's been all over them here, especially the last few minutes. They've just been withstanding the pressure. Another corner here for the Swamp. With a minute left, they inbound. Clopton's shot was blocked. Brown chasing it down for the Big Blue. She gets around Salem, which is difficult to do this type of year. To the 35. That's Kellyanne Salem playing the ball there. Two sisters both giving chase on the ball here to Gruthius. He gets to the end line. It's knocked out of bounds. Ten seconds left in the quarter. The clock continues to move. And there's the horn for the end of the first quarter. The score is 1-0, Swampscott. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Second quarter coming up next. We're back for the second quarter. Lucy Brown will start us up here, as she did in the first. Swampscott with a 1-0 lead on the Sawyer Gruthius goal. He, Brown, and Clopton, the three senior captains for the Big Blue. They have 6 seniors on the team. Pretty even mix up and down their roster. 4 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 5 freshmen. And the Big Blue looking to score here on the first possession of the second half. Brown's shot kicked away by Bouchane. Clopton rolls it out. She's called for the contact. Started back up by Sydney Hamilton. She's one of the captains for the Magicians. She, Meg McGuire, James Marcy, and Clara Donovan. That's Marcy, stops the play there. Sends it back towards Clopton. Hard contact on the ball by Donovan. Getting her stick around Gruthius. But she draws a whistle from the official. Clopton will restart. Gets past Gruthius. Picked up there by Ringler. Looked like Meg McGuire got a stick on that, which gives Swampscott the ball at the 25. She probably knows she should have just let that roll out. Andriano picks it up after the failed pass by Gruthius. Magicians can only keep possession momentarily. Now it bounces back to Sadie Bean. Her pass taken away by the Big Blue. Down around the 10, the ball pops to Brown. Brown gets through defenders, chases it to the end line, keeps it in, she goes out. That's a legal play. She comes back inbounds, takes a shot, it's kicked away. Swampscott, second opportunity. Bouchane makes another save. Quagliarello has it roll off her stick. The Big Blue still with possession. Ciciotti, she lost it. Bounces off the stick of Carlin. Courtney Hogue, the closest Magician to it. Now Sydney Hamilton takes it, puts it between the legs of one of the Big Blue players. Keeps her momentum moving forward up the sideline. It'll be Marblehead ball. They finally have possession beyond midfield. Let's see what they can do with it. Marcy sends it right to the stick of Quagliarello. Hamilton poked it away from behind. Marcy runs it down. His stick came up and hit Lucy Brown. He stopped. Whistle was a tad late, but he knew he'd committed the error there. Hamilton off the heel of Clopton. They'll play through it. Now Marcy will be able to set the ball. A few girls call out for it, but it plays again to Clopton. That's not what she wanted to do with it. That skims off the stick of Hamilton. And the Big Blue will play from there. A legal restart by Marcy. James chases it down. Nice move to get away from Ciciotti and gets bumped from behind. So the Magicians will keep it. Marcy showing off nice skills with the stick there to avoid Ciciotti. Here's Hamilton. Sydney turns, then turns back, trying to go downfield. Took a look at if she had reinforcements with her. Now, here's Marcy. Again, played right to Clopton. Now she sends it a long way. Past the 30, curling back on it was Haliotis. She lost it. McGuire defending hard. That bounces up and hits Hogue hard. She's fine. But the Magicians win the ball back. Nice job by McGuire. That was all her defensively. The Magicians got to look to find somebody on these. And not Coco Clopton. Seems to go to her every time. I mean, Marcy has Clara Donovan wide open on his left. He doesn't even look at her. Referee's going to bring that back. Gruthia started with a lot of speed. That allows the Magicians to get set up. Gruthius hangs with that one through contact. Passes up to Puzzo. Turned over to Marblehead. And right back in the neutral area to Gruthius. 3-on-1 if they can get there. Brown runs into McGuire. Whistle favors Swampscott. Brown with a quick restart. Couldn't get it off her stick. Donovan whacks at it. A little too aggressively. Swampscott will have it from just above the 20. It's Clopton. Waiting, looking. Getting the defense to move their feet. She runs into Hamilton. They restart quickly. Swing and a miss from Quagliarello, but they're able to keep possession. Marcy lost his stick. Big blue ball. It bounces through and off the side of the net. 6 minutes, 30 seconds before halftime. Still 1-0. Sawyer Gruthius, the goal scorer for the Big Blue. He has it here. Splits defenders. A lot of contact on the back of Haliotis. They play through it. Slap shot off the back of the stick and out of bounds. Marblehead ball. Clopton with the shot. Caroline Crosby checks in and gets her stick on it right away. Swampscott will have it from where it went out of bounds. Oh, Brown gets tripped up hard. Donovan gonna collect the green card. Brown back on her feet. Pass blocked. The block by Courtney Hogue. Tough to stand in there in front of that one. Under 5 to play. Here's Groothius. Just beyond the reach of Brown. Bouchane kicks it out. Marcy waits behind her. Stick on the turf. Trying to play secondary goalie. If it gets past Bouchane, Maggie makes another kick save, but it will be a penalty corner. That whistle came immediately as the ball came off Russo's stick. Thought it was going to go against her. Thought something illegal on the pass out, but it must have gone against the Magicians. They send one of their players out. Now Bouchane and 3 defenders, outnumbered. To Groothius. Didn't get a lot on it. Kicked away by Bouchane. Gonna have a second chance. Does Groothius. It's blocked by Haliotis. Loose in the middle. Bouchane makes a save. Bounces back to Clopton. Marcy makes the save. Bouchane was on the turf. And it goes behind the net. And the Magicians get through that one. Somehow. Their goalie down on the turf. Big time save by James Marcy. That's what he's back there for. Swampscott restarts from in front of their own bench. Still 1-0. So Megan Barron being chased down by Haliotis. Barron takes a look, misses the ball, but collects it. Brown takes it off the stick of Crosby. Back to Brown. Referee deems Brown's restart no good. Magicians take over. Donovan back out there after the penalty. Hard slap pass. Hamilton stays with it. Gets past Quagliarello. Looking for Hogue. Donovan down to the turf. Hogue running after it. Cleared away by the defense. Daniela Bliss there for Swampscott. And that one trails out of bounds. Quagliarello unable to get there. Look at the effort by Clara Donovan. That's captain type effort right there. Same with James Marcy, saving that goal. They came to play today. They're definitely in it. But a minute left here in the second. Swampscott trying to extend their lead. A little bit of a break. McGuire defending. Runs into Groothius. And it's a corner late here in the second. If you're the Magicians, be slow getting in the box, but they're all ready to go. Clock's running, 30 seconds now. Russo's looking for the ball. Sets it down with 20 seconds left. They have wasted a lot of time. Out to Brown, gets past her. Barron tried to shoot. Magicians have a 4-0 breakaway right here. But time expires on them. The half ends before they could get downfield. So Groothius' goal in the first is still the difference. We go to the end of the half with Swampscott leading 1-0. 1-0. We'd like to remind you that MHTV is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying this production of MHTV Sports, please click subscribe on our YouTube page and consider making a donation by visiting our website, marbleheadtv.org, and clicking on the donate button. We'll be back after this with second half action. Quick halftime, we're back. Marblehead will start with the ball for the third quarter. Yep, we'll probably have a soundtrack on the backdrop for this third quarter as the Magicians volleyball team is getting warmed up behind us. So I hope you guys like hard rap. Magicians trail 1-0. The first and only goal of the game coming from Sawyer Gruthius. 3 minutes into the game. We've been scoreless since. One reason we're that way is because of some pretty good saves by Maggie Bouchane. She's been really solid, and James Marcy made a big save while she was down on the turf. He was guarding the goal late in that second quarter and keeps Swampscott off the board. The teams have switched ends for this half, so Marblehead will be going right to left on the attack, Swampscott left to right. Jamie Haliotis takes it away from the Big Blue, works it towards midfield. Sydney Hamilton stops it there, and it's back with Swampscott. Haliotis defending Ciciotti. A whistle stopped play. Ciciotti tried to quickly restart, but they'll set her up. Actually set Coco Clopton up. Turned away by Donovan just inside the semicircle, but Hogue couldn't control it. It's back with the Big Blue and Lucy Brown. Brown comes near side, defended by Haliotis. The Magicians control. Kate Andriano spins, has it roll off her stick. Haliotis in there. Whistle goes against her, I believe. The Big Blue will set it up here with Leah Beatrice. Actually, she gives way to Clopton. Clopton sends it middle. Corner coming as the ball bounced up and hit Haliotis. Maisie Russo has taken all of the penalty corners. She lines this one up. First one from this side of the field, this half. Shot blocked by a charging James Marcy. Haliotis gets a stick on it a second time, and then they score. It was either Clopton or Russo that put that one in. Russo runs it back to midfield. I think it was her. 2-0. They score on the first penalty corner. It was turned away initially. Once the ball got in the middle, they were able to get a stick on it, put some power behind the shot, and hit the back of the net to extend the lead. Brown runs this down. She gets behind Haliotis. Haliotis lost her stick in the process, and there will be another corner. Russo out to Clopton, back to Russo, back to Clopton. She steps in, weaves past the defender, shoots and scores. Coco Clopton makes it 3-0, and those are two quick ones by the Big Blue. They beat the Magicians 5-0 back on September 21st. The Magicians hung with them for 30 minutes here, but now in the first 3 minutes and 42 seconds into the second half, they put 2 goals past Bouchane. They lead it by a field goal. For the Magicians, who have only scored more than one goal twice this season, this is going to be a challenge now to get back in it. And both of those games were against Peabody. Here's Gruthius. Bouchane, kick save. It pops up, it's loose, and they miss just wide. Ciciotti had the attempt. Marcy's exit pass, deflected, the Big Blue have it. Bouchane makes one save, it's knocked down by Ciciotti. Bouchane makes a great save to kick it away from her before she could get a second attempt away. The Magicians trying to get past midfield. Courtney Hogue fighting through contact, can't keep it. It bounces back to Marcy. And back with Brown in the Big Blue. Donovan blasts a restart past midfield. That's how you connect with the ball right there. Claire can't connect with it there, can't stop it. It bounces over a stick, gets to Megan Barron. Kate Andriano slows the roll for the Big Blue for the moment. Puzo pushes a pass to Gruthius. He's challenged in the corner. It stays in bounds. Sadie Bean with it. Hoque recovers. Pass through the center circle. Brown with some space to work with. Gets by Haliotis. Gets by Andriano. Finds space to shoot. It's blocked there. Arbo with the block. Deflects it out of bounds. It'll be Big Blue ball from the 25. Clopton down to Gruthius. Gets past him and out. Magicians will take over. It's our final field hockey broadcast of the season. The Magicians have 2 more home games following this one against Beverly and Linfield. Excuse me, 3 more total. Beverly and Linfield next, both here at home. Then St. Mary's of Lynn and Saugus on the road, and they finish up with Malden Catholic here at Piper Field. And Bouchane sticks her right leg out, but it gets by her. Four games left for Swampscott. 2 at home, 2 on the way. 2 away. on the way. All 4 are on the way. 2 are away, 2 are at home. Bedford away, Peabody and Masco home, and at Fenwick to finish up. They take over from midfield. Here's Brown. Things open up for them. Last defender's Andriano. And Brown did something wrong. The call goes against her. Donovan hits the deck. Another call against the Big Blue. Kellyanne Salem hustles on off the bench, replacing Claire Donovan. Play continues. Hamilton dribbles to the sideline, gets run into. The Magicians will keep it. Haliotis will restart. Ball gets by Sadie Bean. Picked up by Gruthius, in stride, curling, works his way middle, gets behind Arbo, right on top of Bouchane. And corner. Contact on Gruthius as he let it go. They're 2 for 2 on corners here in the second half. It's a high percentage. Here's Russo again, this time to Brown. Last 2 went to Clopton. Brown shoots. And it will be Marblehead ball. Nobody touched it. They've had little success off the corners when they go to Brown at the top of the semicircle. Great success when they go to Clopton on the wing. Ciciotti got past the defense, kicked away. Kate Dulac makes a play on the ball. Marcy goes down. A whistle comes against the Magicians. A corner for the Big Blue. Rousseau slides it out to Brown. Gruthius shoots just wide of the net off the back post. Four minutes left in the third quarter. The Big Blue have opened up their lead to 3 with 2 goals here in the quarter. The Magicians now have 51 goals allowed on the season with just 12 goals scored. Came into the game giving up 4 times as many goals as they have scored this season. And yet to get on the scoreboard this afternoon. Lila Kaplan has not had to work much down there. Easy work day so far for Kaplan. Clock in, stand there. And she's 18 minutes from clocking out with a shutout. Magicians finally have it around the 30. Play from within the 25 is so crucial, and they haven't had much of it. Here's a chance for them. Kellyanne Salem turns back, plays to Marcy, back to Kellyanne. Big Blue get a stick on it, and it will be their ball. And play shut down by the Big Blue just like that. This is Ciciotti, plays it middle to Gruthius. His shot's blocked. Megan Barron double teamed, gets it to Gruthius. He takes a whack at it out of the air and it goes behind the net. Under 2 minutes left in the frame. Marcy's got to hurry. Swampscott takes over. Now Marblehead has to hang in there. Thought they were going to have an offensive possession to end the quarter. Now they're on defense. Gets past Arbo, kicked away by Bouchane. Twice. They got to get it out. Maggie with the active feet. Someone lost a shoe. Shot goes off the side of the net. Coach Russo for Swampscott thought they scored. Both hands went up in the air in excitement. Now with under a minute left. Haliotis cuts it off. Tries to work back upfield, but it tails out of bounds. Cannot even hear the whistles on the field with the music behind us. Heard that one slightly. Magician's ball. 10 seconds left in the quarter. 5 seconds. Doesn't look like. Well, they do take a late shot. Oh, and Bouchane makes a save. The horn sounded. Not sure it would have counted if it got by, or I think it has to be in the back of the net to count. But regardless, Swampscott scores twice. Russo and Clopton to make it 3-0, both on penalty corners. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. The fourth quarter is coming up next. The team's taking the field for the fourth quarter. Here on Piper Field, Swampscott leads the home team 3-0. Looking for their second win over the Magicians this season. Looking for their second shutout win over the Magicians this season. Marblehead has a lot of work to do in 15 minutes. The Magicians will start the fourth quarter with the ball. That hasn't mean much. They've had trouble stringing passes together and getting possession started. Good ball control by Black. And just like that, 15 seconds in, Swampscott has it and pushes it beyond the 20-yard line. Caruthius slipped and fell. Whistle goes against him, but he's back on his feet with the ball. Marblehead takes over. The Magicians in jeopardy of losing their 10th game of the season in Coach Mia Macario's first year as head coach. Also in jeopardy of losing their 5th straight game for the second time this year. Pretty wild that the 10 losses have both come in 5-game losing stretches. A 2-game win stretch sandwiched in between. And everything started out looking like it'd be a successful year when they shut out Peabody to begin the year. It's a rough go about it all season long, including today. They hung with them in the first half. We went to the break 1-0, but here we are in the fourth. They trail by 3. Clopton restarts just outside the center circle. Brown stops it there. Ava Salem defending. Brown swings and misses. Salem starts things for Marblehead. Here's a chance for them. But the pass makes Gabby Hendy chase it all the way to the sideline, and then she loses it. Hendy has been the best offensive player this season for the Magicians. She has 4 goals scored of the 12 that the team has scored this year. Black, the restart, her pass blocked right away. In the neutral area, here's Brown. Gets past Salem. Or one of the Salems, can't get past the other. Kellyanne steps in, steals it away from Brown. Then her pass, knocked down, intercepted, sent forward. The back line of the Magicians has to step up, and that is some friendly fire. Luckily, Paige Waldman is okay, as that was hard off the stick of 54, whoever that is back there. Don't have 54 on the roster. Corner for the Swampscott Big Blue here. They've scored twice on it in the second half. Stopped at the end line. What a play. Sarah Gorham saved the goal. That bounces off the stick of Salem, played by Grutius. That will deflect out of bounds. Swampscott ball from the 25. So we've got senior night for the volleyball team behind us. And also having some technical issues for Athletic Director Greg Siglarski. Not going to use the mic, so going to join the broadcast for a minute. While we listen to it, congrats to the seniors for the volleyball team. And all the seniors as we get close to the end of the season. Also, a reminder to stick around at the end of this broadcast. We'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game. Megan Barron takes a shot, and it'll end up being a corner. It was blocked right away by Salem. Under 9 minutes to play. Number 3-0 Swampscott. Another corner here. Gets by Clopton. Pass back to her, but it's Russo that takes the shot. Knocked down off the blocker of Bouchain. Whistle goes against the Big Blue. Sam Cooper back to Salem. Gabby Hendy tried to undercut the Big Blue player and win the ball. She gets called for the foul. Big Blue moving upfield to the 15. Momentum keeps Gruthius moving forward, and he lost it. Ava Salem steps in to make the play. Makes another one there. Actually, that's Kellyanne Salem. And she took that off the body, maybe off her hand. Looked like it stung for a moment. But both sisters making defensive plays there on that possession. Here's Gruthius. Loose in the middle, and Brown finishes it. Gruthius' shot kicked out, but short by Bouchain. Easy finish for the Big Blue captain, Lucy Brown. She makes it 4-0. .708 left in the game. Magicians in jeopardy of being shut out for the 8th time this season. They're really not that bad defensively from what we've seen. Just can't get anything going on offense. Defense is the strength with Donovan and McGuire back there. And Bouchain clearly has some talent, because this could be worse. She's had a few games this year where she's made double-digit saves. So if those get by her, think of some of the scores that they could have had or could have been facing. Here's Salem. It bounces off the stick of two of the Big Blue players there. Nice rendition of the national anthem to get the volleyball game started. Big Blue restart from the 35. 5:15 left in the game. Right at the Marblehead logo. Whistle blows. Ava Salem will start it from there. Dug up some turf on her first attempt. Got it off her stick on the second one. And the whistle goes against the Magicians. Some confusion between the players on what the call was, so it seemed. Puzo over to Gruthius. All three captains for the Big Blue have scored this afternoon on their way to 4 total goals. First one by Gruthius, second by Russo, third by Clopton, and Captain Lucy Brown with the most recent. Heard a little bit of excitement from the Magicians bench as that one made its way downfield and rolled past the end line. That's about as much as Lila Kaplan has had to do today, is go get that ball. See if the Magicians can put a shot on her here late. Salem gets bumped. It'll be Marblehead ball. They're beneath the 20. Salem can't get back to it. Played by Clopton. Kellyanne Salem steps in. Is it off of her and out of bounds, or she played it off the Big Blue and out? That's a hard shot by Ava Salem. It makes the sideline, excuse me, the end line. And Kaplan just watches. Tell you, that's a bored-looking goalie out there. Salem squeezes her way through defenders and picks up a whistle. Now Ava Salem blasts it. That's wide of the net, near side. And she's got some power when she connects. Again, this is our final broadcast of MHS Field Hockey this season. But 3 more home games if you want to get out here. They play Beverly on the 20th, Linfield on the 21st, and Malden Catholic on the 26th. Currently coming into this game, they were ranked number 31 in Division II, so it seems like they're going to make the tournament. There are winless teams above them and below them in the standings, if you can believe that. We'll see who they get matched up against if they make it when it's all done. Maybe somehow they can squeeze out a couple more wins late in the season here. But they'll drop to 3-10 with this loss. 5th straight loss for the 2nd time this season. They play Beverly next, like I just said, but they lost to the Panthers 5-0 recently on October 5th, so that'll be a tough one for them. Saugus is probably the one they have circled as a potential win. 15 seconds left. The Big Blue are going to pick up their 8th win of the season, 2nd shutout win over the Magicians. They will have outscored them 9-0 this season. And that is the game. The final score, again, 4-0 Swampscott. Goals by their 3 captains, Gruthius, Clopton, and Brown, and Russo started the 2nd half off with a goal of her own. We'll be right back to announce the Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game. Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Tonight's Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game is the Marblehead goalie, Maggie Bouchane. Thought Maggie played great today, had some big saves, especially in the first half, to keep it at a one-goal game. So congratulations, Maggie, from the Marblehead Sports Shop and MHTV. We'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner and bringing you the Player of the Game award, and we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. For all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Jess Burton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.